What's going on, everybody? It's Darkstride, the YouTube Assassin, and here we are playing some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I'm putting you down.
And I switched up my my gear, so we're going to see how this works. So far, it's working all right. There we go. It's decent so far. I think I want to have more damage somewhere. What's going on, Green Dan? How you doing? This guy just attacked the freaking thing like a lunatic. Nice. You know what? I kind of feel like they did that, the XP boost, and they purposely made it difficult here. Like in Origins, all you needed was money. As long as you farmed money, you could go to the Hidden Ones Bureau, and you could buy those tablets, and you could just gain ability points left and right that way. And in this one, they kind of made it difficult because you can't. A lot of people have leveling problems unless you have those boosts. And I just think that was, you know, like a strategy, kind of like a slap in the face, because they wanted you to go out and buy that stuff. So far, I've been looking up XP glitches. I've been trying to see if I could do any of them. I've been trying to mimic some of the ones that we even had in Origins. And so far, I can't find any. So, as far as I know, there isn't. Yeah, it really is hard. It's like crazy. It's absolutely insane. What's going on, Eduardo? I mean, honestly, this is still quick. What I'm doing here in the arena, it's still real quick. So we'll see, you know, like how well it goes. It just, I think there's one that's permanent, and I don't know how much it costs. And then there's another one where you could get it through the Ubisoft store, and if you get it through the Ubisoft store, it just costs 10 of those coins. But it's just a shame that you even have to do stuff like that.
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are!
Oh my god. And I forgot who it was yesterday. I took their advice and I switched the healing thing onto like this grid that I have here. So I actually have it on 2 grids, but I'm using this one right now because I'm going full hunter. And this is actually doing some decent damage. I actually swapped out like a bunch of stuff. I actually ended up, let's see. I ended up taking out the whole Artemis set, and I changed everything around. This is all gear that I actually got in the arena. And I put the 15% damage with hunter abilities, which is from the Artemis set. But on the Artemis set itself, if I kept that on, it's plus 50%. Where is it? Yeah, 50% damage with hunter abilities. So I'm really not missing it though. It's just, you know, like it's going to take some tweaking until I get it right as far as what I want to do here with this, but Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna do vid. I'm gonna, as soon as it drops, I'm gonna start doing the videos on it. I might even just live stream it. That's gonna be sick.
I'd kill you twice if I could.
Ugh. I didn't get on at all today. This is my first time getting on. I'm actually building a studio in an unused portion of my basement. So hopefully when I finish it, I'll be able to give you guys even higher quality content than just the stuff that we've got here. Maybe even get a little camera and you guys can kind of see me. Although I'll always be wearing a hood. I'll reveal my face on a special occasion. That I don't know. I would assume it's going to be like somewhere around like 9 to 15 bucks. It's really, I don't think it's going to add on like an entire new land or anything like that. Like in Origins did. Because you're pretty much in Greece. So, I mean, I don't see why there would be any other thing going on like that. Yeah, that's the goal. That's what I want to do. I mean, you know, like I started this year with 668 subs, and now I've got like 3,500. And you know, like it's just cool. You know, like I grew a lot. Really? It's gonna be 20 or 25 bucks? It better add like 60 hours worth of gameplay then and all kinds of other stuff. That's a lot, especially being that it's episodic. So it's just going to be the first episode? Like that's extreme, I think. I really think that's going to be that's way too expensive. Yeah, if this DLC is trash and I paid $20 for it or something like that, I'd be angry. Although the DLCs that they do for Assassin's Creed are usually like really good. Like I've never seen a really crappy Assassin's Creed DLC. You know, the DLC for Far Cry 5, that was absolute garbage. Like I couldn't even believe that and I bought the season pass. I was so mad. I literally wrote to Ubisoft demanding my money back. Yeah, some people can't buy it like all at once though. That's the crazy thing. Some people, you know, like you get cash and you do it, you know, a certain way. Oh yeah, Spider-Man was short. And yeah, it would be nice if they expanded something. You know, they gave you like another land or something like that. That would be cool. I don't know why they would yeah, especially if you're paying for that. It's like Fallout, when Fallout 4 came out, they had that last DLC, that Far Harbor, it added a whole separate area and it was like 30 bucks. But the thing is, it was well worth it because it was huge, huge. Yeah, Far Cry 5, that made me so mad. I really wanted the Zombies DLC. I thought that was going to be the greatest. And then when we got it, it was like all these episodes, like if they did the Far Cry Arcade. Somebody built it on the Far Cry Arcade, and then they decided, you know, to kind of release it like if it was something else. I was so mad at that. Not even joking, I was so mad. That was absolute crap. Yeah, now the thing about DLCs, and this is where I stand on DLCs. When a DLC comes out, it really should expand on the world that you're playing in. Okay? You shouldn't have a DLC like I don't know what the heck Far Cry was doing. They did that first DLC which was Vietnam, and I was like, okay, that's cool and all. They're doing a Vietnam DLC. It gives you a backstory on one of the backstory characters. So I thought, okay. But really, I feel like it should have expanded on the already world. Then when we got that stupid Mars thing, I thought that was just ridiculous. I was like, why are they even doing this? To me, that was just goofy. It reminded me a lot of Destiny. Hey, my day's all right, Chris, and it's okay because I'm only been here like 10 minutes, so you didn't miss much. We've just been talking about the DLC that's coming out on Tuesday. I do plan on either live streaming or doing a couple of videos on it, a couple of reactions to it. Yeah, Fallout 76, that was absolute crap. That's just if you get to see it, it's just mind-bogglingly terrible. Friend of mine has it, and like I keep telling him how bad it is, and he keeps defending it though. Like he says it's like so good, but like the game was breaking like in front of us. I couldn't believe it. I actually pre-ordered what was it, Destiny 2, when Destiny 2 came out. And after I pre-ordered it, we got the beta, I guess, and I played the beta, and I was so mad. I actually canceled my pre-order. Yeah, I just I don't know how I do it. It's weird. Like I'm just in the zone. I mean, I'll miss every once in a while. Like I'm not perfect, but sometimes I just get in the zone, and it's almost like the Matrix. Like I see where they're at. I see where their heads are, and I just do it.
Gross. You want to fight someone in the arena?
Yeah, you know what? It did have a lot of potential, and I was like really, really blown away that that they did that. That like first of all, I know you wanted to release the game. They got all these other games that were coming out at the time, and you wanted to get your product out. I understand that, but but why would you release a broken game? And yeah, Pete, I did play Valley of the Yeti on Far Cry 4. Far Cry 4, I think, was a more memorable experience than Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5, their multiple endings, they just stunk. And like they really wanted me to like, see more. Like I wanted to know what was going on. I wanted to see like what would happen. So I thought that the DLCs were actually going to give us like the endings or like, what happens in the aftermath of the endings. And they really didn't. They gave us crap. I was so mad. Now that Eduardo said something, like I'm conscious of my aim. I'm like self-conscious now. Yeah, Far Cry 5, one of the biggest problems too when you played Far Cry 5 was when they had the events, the weekly events. For some reason, like, you had to reset outposts and everything if you finished the game because they didn't have normal enemies come in. They should have had like something where like another faction came in to try to take over or something, but they never did. And it just got annoying that you played the game, you cleared it of the enemies, which makes sense. But now you're doing a community challenge. How do you, like do it with no enemies? Yeah, the rewards were kind of like silly. They were kind of unnecessary. I wasn't a fan of the rewards. I thought that they were dumb. Like some of them were cool, but like most of them were just, you know, like it wasn't even worth it. And that like really upset me. I was like, man, like, and it's just annoying when like, you know, like a company like Ubisoft can actually do something great. You know, like you play through the game, the rewards that they give you, you could do some amazing stuff. Yeah, they have to. They have to add new armors, new weapons, and
Gross.
things like that because
You want to fight
it
someone in
wouldn't
the
be a
arena?
DLC if they didn't give you a little extra. What's up, Gunshot? If they gave you extra, then you know, like then the DLC is well worth it. But you know, they're not going to give you extra armor, extra. They really should give us an extra land or two. They should give us some extra enemies. You know, maybe like a second cult rose up or something. That would be cool.
You want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are!
Here!
Let's fight!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll do that too. Especially since we have the masteries. And hopefully they fix that thing so it's not 25 million freaking XP to get an ability point. Which is ludicrous.
I'm putting you down!
It's absolutely ludicrous. Man. I'm telling you too, I can't wait to like complete my studio so that I could just, like I'm telling you guys, I really want to give you like higher quality videos. I really want to, you know, like just do more videos, do higher quality videos. I just need some extra equipment. I actually, in fact, guys, I started a GoFundMe for it. And here, I'll give you guys the link. You know, you don't have to, obviously, you don't have to donate or anything like that. If you know anybody who wants to donate or something like that, I'm not asking for a lot. It's only going to be like $5,000-6,000, but it'll help me get it quicker. Hopefully in time for the end of the year. Oh, where did this guy go now? Yeah, see, I don't understand myself what happened, what do you call it? All right, cool. Yeah, I'll look at that in a little bit. Yeah, Christoph, I'm still grinding. I want to get what do you call it? I want to get to the end of this, you know, the level 70, get a couple extra chats. Yeah, gaming. I am going to be covering First Blade content. I don't know if I'm going to do it live or if I'm going to do it. What do you call it? If I'm going to do it, just you know, like videos on it. I do intend to cover it. And the ending, Dan, the ending was really weird. The hey, what's going on, James? The ending, it blew my mind because it really wasn't an ending. The only way you actually get a real ending is when you go and you complete the Atlantean things. When you go out, you defeat Medusa, you defeat the Cyclops, and the Sphinx, and then the other thing. Like once you do that, then you get like the true ending because you go back to Atlantis and you put the 3 pieces of Eden or the 4 pieces of Eden, and once they do that, that's when you know you get like the true ending, and you know it's just weird. The ending that you get in this game where you get the family and stuff like that, It just basically gives you extra lieutenants. So when they gave us when I got to the end, I actually saved the entire family. So now, as far as who I have the father, the stepfather, Nicholas. I have the mother. I have Stentor. And then I also have Alexios. All right. I actually have a friend that he's got the reverse. He did this, and he ended up actually going and getting, I believe, Cassandra instead of Alexios because he played it in reverse. But he also killed the father and he killed Stentor, so he only had the mother because he saved the two of them. Huh. I don't know. Let me take a look at my thing and I'll tell you. I think you have to complete like all the challenges or something. Wow, these guys are turning me up. Did you, James? So you didn't get anybody at the end. You just got you just got her or him alone, right? Yeah, the ending was like really goofy. You see, if you save the entire family, they're all there, they're playing, they're wrestling and everything like that. It's like goofy. But that's supposed to be like the ending, and honestly, that's kind of goofy itself because when you think about it, it does no good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even. How do you even do that in the Animus? I killed the monger in the stage. What happens if you don't kill him in the stage? Do you get any other characters?
Gross. You want?
Yeah, I try, Chris. That's why, you know, like I've been saying, like I'm trying to build a studio in like a little section of my basement. I mean, I've got it all cleared out. I started like putting up like sheetrock and stuff like that there.
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best?
Holy cow.
Here they are!
Yeah, I had to actually fight him in his court. I didn't fight him in like the cave or anything. Yeah, the studio that I'm building basically like I mean I have all the equipment I need. I'm just, you know, like trying to put like some stuff together so that I could I want to like have it built before December or before the end of December, I mean. Cuz like once I get it complete, like I'll be able to like, you know, actually like, you know, put up like a camera and stuff like that. You guys can see me while I'm playing. See my reaction, see me laughing. I think it's 60 Ostraka. Yeah, thanks. you know, like I say, I'm hoping to get it done before the end of this year. I started a GoFundMe so that way I could, you know, like get some help from people outside. What's up, Timex? No, the Astrakas actually get you a bunch of legendary uh, engravings. So, let's see. I got let's see, I have like a bunch of them. Like you see here, like some of them where you have to actually like kill a certain amount of people with like weapons or whatever. But then there are some that you have to actually go and find the Astrakas. And when you find the Astrakas, it gives you some of this gear or some of these. Some of them are like really useful. Is the next AC Rome? I heard that it was going to be a lot of people were speculating, hey, Little Strider, a lot of people were speculating that it was going to be Japan. That perk I just left on the, what do you call it? I left on the weapon itself, and I just went and did whatever with the weapon. Like, that's how I got all the underwater things. Yeah, I wanted it to be a Bayek sequel so bad, like this game, and obviously it wasn't. Obviously it didn't. I was disappointed though. I really, really did want a Bayek sequel. I was hoping that it would be a Bayek sequel because Bayek was a really, really good character. He was solid. They could have, even if they wanted to, and they wanted to continue to support that game, they could have even given us more DLC. They could have given us tons of DLC constantly. They could have given us a DLC where you know, like still with Aya could have got a DLC. They could have made extra DLC. A lot of these games they could just last forever if they really wanted to, you know. But like everybody, I guess, gets tired. You play the game too much and then you go and do something else. It's like, I don't know, like they if they do Rome, it has to make sense. If they do Japan, it has to make sense. There has to be a reason that we're going those places. You know, I really hope that what they do is not go back further anymore. I don't want to see more proto-assassins or non-assassins, you know? Because it would be kind of silly if they did that. I can't see them, you know, like going further back. You know, like I could actually see it, like, you know, but if they go further back, then what they have to do is they have to make Assassin's Creed where it's basically the first civilization. Like if they did Adam and Eve's story, like if you saw like the little clip in Assassin's Creed 2, then that would be awesome. That I could see, because then they could explain the first civilization. The first civilization gets their full platform. You know, we don't have any guesswork or anything like that. It's just there. Yeah, Cassandra existed before Bayek, but the thing is that, you know, that's part of like the things that are going wrong with this game. It's a great game and all, but like a lot of people are having a hard time understanding, like, how did you go back in time? If Bayek was the beginning, why is it that, you know, you went further back? You know, so it's like kind of crazy that they're doing that. I would love to see a lot of different things that they would do. Like they in the comics they did World War II, and I could kind of see that.
Gross. You want to fight someone in the arena?
Yeah, that's you know, but I have a problem with that because if you're gonna do lore, if you're gonna do the lore on Assassin's Creed, and you have certain things that you already set in place, certain things you set in motion, like why would you alter that? The animus that Layla built, you know, like people try to justify how you're going into Odyssey and doing things, you know, that you're doing. They're saying that, you know, her animus is special. It has the ability to do that. How does it have the ability to do that? I mean, choice. We always had. We always had choice when we played Assassin's Creed. Like in the very first game, you could choose to go to Acre or, you know, like Jerusalem or something like that. Like there was, you could kill them in a certain order. Like the first, I think, two, you had to kill in the order you were told to kill them in. But then when you got to later parts of the game, he'd give you like 3 and 4, you know, people to go and kill. And you could choose the order you wanted to do. So we've always had choice. Now I could see to a point that we have choice. What I can't see is where we're basically rewriting history. Like the whole thing where you could choose between a male or a female, like I said yesterday, it's just kind of crazy. How do you make that choice?
You beg for me to kill you.
I don't understand how they're gonna go forward with with stuff that they're gonna do. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna be like goofy the next thing that they do, unless they have their excuse me, their stuff together where, you know, like you still do the lore.
Gross.
Yeah, David, I'm
You
still
want
at
to
it.
fight someone in the arena?
Well, no, there's a lot of crazy things that go on with this stuff. Like Darius, he's in the basement of that place. He's got he, he he's not an assassin yet. And then all of a sudden, you know, like they have him in the basement, so he's a proto assassin. What they did was in the original thing in Assassin's Creed 2, they had all these assassins that you know, they even had the Creed symbol on their belts, and they were all, you know, like not worshipped, but you know, they were all recognized as assassins. But now we go to Bayek, and Bayek started the Brotherhood. So the way it can be understood or interpreted is that Bayek actually gave them a kind of they like an actual brotherhood, but these guys are recognized as assassins because of contributions and things that they've done in their lifetimes. So now one of the things that bothers me is that, okay, if that's the case and we just found Darius, why did we not find Cassandra or Alexios or anything like that? Because in the DLC we're going to see that Darius and Cassandra are now linked, you know? And I don't know, if they give us the hidden blade, I think that's going to be kind of silly. Well, yeah, they always do, you know, like, I mean, they've always done in every game where they make their own sort of history, you know, and that's part of the fun of it, where you run into, you know, figures from the past, and you're either killing them or you're dealing with them, you know? Like in Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio is out to kill the Pope, which Rodrigo Borgia actually was the Pope at that time. And his entire family was really that messed up. Like, you know, he was one of the craziest popes that they had. His entire family, everything that they do in the game is actually what went down with his family. They actually were incestual and you know, weird and you know, trying to rule the world and stuff like that. They were weird like that. So it just fit for the game that they could turn them into Templars. All of that fit in. Yeah, a lot of people, you know, with the hidden blade, you know, people, oh, it's not an Assassin's Creed game, this, that, and the other thing, and it actually works out.
I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are!
Yeah, see, I never noticed my aim before until Eduardo said something. Now, like, I keep noticing, I'm like, yeah, man, I am actually kind of ridiculous with the headshots.
I'm putting you down!
Well, not really, because it really doesn't go into the Templars. It just has the cult. I mean, if the cult became the Templars, that would be something, but they didn't. They don't specify that. I mean, when you get to the end, when you deal with the last cultist, you know, she does say that she's gonna do she's gonna do something, or that you're gonna lead you know, like this cult or whatever. But nothing happens though. In the DLC, if we get to see that the cultists do indeed become the Templars, that would be amazing. I did two different versions of that, and I actually put it in a video where, like, I killed her in one side and then I saved her on the other side. I forget what my ultimate choice was. Ouch. Yeah, I think honestly, if the cult does become the Templars, that would be cool. But like as you saw, like well, what I did, I killed off the entire cult. So I would love to see how does the cult evolve? How do they
Gross.
climb out of
You
the
want to fight
ashes
someone in the
and come back? You know what I'm saying? That I would love to see. I would love to see where maybe there are like some extra cultists and stuff like that. That would be awesome. If they become if the cult does become the Templars,
You want the best.
there's certain things that they have to do though. They have to give us a backstory. They have to give us how did they become the yeah, we need a cultist evolution DLC. How did they become the cult? Who was left? Did Aspasia actually like go out and you know like just gain some more followers and stuff like that? And you know, obviously being that they dealt with that that little pyramid, then yeah, I could see them wanting to go out and hunt down other artifacts, which would kind of give them their purpose. That would be awesome. But you need to explain like how did they come about? Why did they change their names?
I'm putting you down.
Yeah, but you see that doesn't work for me. That's that doesn't work for me. It's just like when you get to the real world where you actually get out of the animus in this thing, and she, you know, like Layla's talking to everybody and whatnot. Yeah, where are all these people from? Where did they get the doctor, the blonde doctor? Where did the Yakuza guy come from? Where did all these people come from? And don't tell me it was in a comic because I don't want to read a comic over it. I want to actually like see it happen. It's just, you know, it's frustrating when I don't have the full story. Just like Juno's death, that was terrible. The fact that we didn't, I don't understand how they did that, man. Like, they really do need to explain stuff. That's my thing. It's like I've been saying, you built this world, you have to explain stuff to me. You have to let me know what's going on. I need to know the lore. I need to know what's happening. I don't want to, you know, like be playing and then like have to make assumptions and stuff. Yeah, see, that I could see. I could see where like it's going to where it'll revolve around the building of the Templars, because at what point
Gross.
at
You
what
want to fight?
point do you the million damage that I do is basically with my equipment. I'm adding a lot of headshot damage. I'm adding a lot of crit chance. I'm adding a lot of crit damage. And then what happens is that's why I always put on the 100% extra damage, but not not with you're basically at a quarter health. That's why I have this, because it's part of my whole damage thing. Then I'll you know, Cry of Ares, and you know that'll give me like the extra damage. Yeah, I did put up a video about it. Like it's actually like really cool, and like a lot of people like they didn't understand it, and then like some people were like commenting, "Oh, that's nothing. I do like 5-6 million damage," you know, and I'm like, okay, how did you do it? Because like I could go between 1 and 5 million damage. Yeah, I've got it on all the systems. Well, not for PC, but I've got it on Xbox One and PS4. And the thing is that I always play it on PS4 because that's where I've got, you know, like I'm able to like broadcast and stuff like that. Xbox One, for some reason, they have like some goofy mixer thing, like you can't do Twitch or YouTube. And then if you try to record a video off the Xbox One, you actually need a capture card because it's not going to come out. Like, you're not going to hear your voice. And I was like, why the heck is this not going on like this? Thanks, James. Yeah, I'm looking forward to like building that studio. Like, I really am. That's gonna be sick. Then you guys will actually see me. I'll have like a camera set up. You guys will see me. You know, you won't see my living room. You'll actually see like, you know, cool crap in the background and whatnot. I've got like a lot of Assassin's Creed swag and everything that's just gonna be all over the place. I have statues, I have hard cases, I have, you know, like little figurines, I have all kinds of stuff. Those pop things, got them everywhere. Yeah, I'm pretty excited myself. You know, like I say, I want to be able to like do other things, you know, like I mean, I have software and stuff. Yeah, I have, you know, like software and stuff and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, green screen I could use, you know. That's the whole reason why you know, I even started a GoFundMe. I just want to be able to get all that stuff now. Now, so that I could, you know, I mean, I'll get it eventually. It's going to take time, but you know, at the same time, if I, you know, just have like a little bit of help, I could get it all done. I know, right? I should. Or mugs and stuff like that. You guys do mugs too, James? Oh, you guys do stickers too. Oh man. James, just do me a favor. Shoot me an email with like what pricing would be for that stuff. For like stickers, t-shirts, mugs. I know you sent me an email that's what you guys do, but you know, like I'd love to see pricing. I don't think you sent me a pricing. Because I'd love that. I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm not big enough to do merchandising, but at the same time, like, you know, it can't hurt. But like so far, like I say, my growth is decent. You know, like I said at the beginning of this year, I started with 668 subs. And it took me like no time to get the 1,000 subs when these guys started changing everything over. You know, when they did the changeover, you needed like 1,000 subs and like 4,000 like view minutes or something. And I had the view minutes, I just needed the subs, and like the subs came like well before the deadline. Yeah, the demonetization is like really crazy the way that they do that stuff. Um, you know, I got the 3,000 subs, and I don't just have, you know, like AC stuff on it. You know, like I do have like other games and stuff. I did a lot of Far Cry stuff. Uh, you know, Origins really did help me go big. And then,
Gross.
of course,
You
Odyssey.
want to fight someone in
I
the
put on
arena?
some Red Dead stuff and like nobody is watching that. Nobody's watching Red Dead. I was gonna like live stream some of my Red Dead stuff. I was gonna live stream the online gameplay. Yeah, beer mugs would work too, or even regular coffee mugs.
For those of
Yeah, I
you
was
who
gonna
have risked your
like
lives,
do
the crowd salutes you.
Red Dead online and show a bunch of that stuff, but like nobody's watching any of the Red Dead videos.
Here we go.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. I actually, like, we get to like look at our stats and whatnot, and 95% of the people that watch me are not subscribers. Only like 5% of my subscribers watch me. Everybody else, they just view. They don't sub. And it's funny because like I could probably easily be over 10,000 if like every one of those people that viewed subbed. And then like I'm all over the map. Like obviously mostly guys watch, and then it's like so many different countries watch me. Like the United States, the United Kingdom, India's big, Germany, Italy.
Stop fooling around.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? Like when I did this, I didn't intend to, like make money off of it. It's not the main focus that I did. Actually, the very first video I did was in 2016 where I did a Far Cry tutorial because there was, in Far Cry Primal, there was a glitch where you couldn't get the last outpost so you could get the trophy and or achievement. So my very first video was showing how to do that. And when I did that, that's when like I really got big. Like so many people saw that. And then I was like, I think it was like a year before I did anything else. And then I was like, wow, like I got so many people that have seen this content. I said, let me continue doing it. Let me continue helping people out. And that's, just where I started. And then, like, as I started making more videos, people got they got much bigger. Yeah, I do have it for Xbox. But, like, everybody that tells me that they want to make a game channel or something like that, or they want to start, I always tell them, like, don't do it for the money. You're not going to get rich off of this. Just do it for fun, have fun, do what you love to do. You'll make some money, but you're not going to make a ton of money.
You
Yeah, we could do some co-op. I think I still need like a couple of trophies for that. Here, I'm gonna put my my username for PSN. It's also for Xbox. It's also for like everything. That's me right there, Dark Strider 2010. That's literally what I have for like every medium that I play.
I'm putting you down.
That's PlayStation, that's Xbox, that's Nintendo Switch. That's even my phone games.
Before death.
Yeah, I played Mario Odyssey. I played, what do you call it, Zelda. I actually even played Undertale on the Nintendo Switch. Like, I have a wide variety of games that, like, I play. I don't play just Assassin's Creed or Ubisoft games. Like, I know one person actually accused me of being like a Ubisoft channel. Yeah, a lot of people right away, they think that, you know, they're going to get rich and stuff like that if they do this, you know? And it's kind of like hard. Like you're not going to, you can't go into this and think you're immediately going to get rich. Yeah, I've been slacking. Like I said today, like I haven't been doing anything. I haven't been gaming at all today, honestly. I've been in my basement, like just trying to build the studio. So, you know, like today I put up the sheetrock. I knocked down like a wall that I didn't need. I framed out like, you know, like a little section that I was gonna need for like whatever. Oh wow, yeah, I'll definitely check them out. Cause like I really do want to do like all that stuff. I really want to have like everything, you know. Like people are always like, we don't get to see you. We don't get to see what you look like. And honestly, you will not see what I look like. I'll always be wearing a hood. That's just how I am. Maybe if I get like 5,000 subs or something like that, I'll do like a face reveal. Get some like funky music and just like remove my hood. Sweet, I'm writing all this down so that I could add it to. I could add all you guys. I had one time where like this kid, he sent me a request on PlayStation, and he just kept hitting the invite button, and like I forget what I was playing, and all of a sudden it it uh it it was like crazy because like my whole screen was just, you know, cling 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 cling. Like he kept trying to freaking get me to play with him. I was like, what the heck? Ooh, you missed. I missed. And always when you're playing this kind of build, you're always got to aim for the head. Make sure you aim for the head. You always get more points when you do it. What? Oh my god, I'm missing everything. There we go. See, what was that? That was like 2 million right there. What the heck?
I'm putting you down.
Yow. Shoot him in the face.
Soon the beasts will feast on your bones.
All right, sweet. Hold on. I got a bunch of invites. But it'd be awesome to play with you guys. Like I like to like switch between the systems and whatnot and play with, you know, like I just love having fun. Sweet. No, all this gear that I'm wearing right now, I actually got from the arena right now. That's where I got the stuff I'm wearing, and then I just added stuff and you know, I'm kind of messing around with it. I'm not you know, like I'm not solid on the idea of what I have on, but it, you know, for now it's decent. I was doing a much better damage with the Artemis set itself, but I just have to alter it. That's all. Once I alter it up and stuff like that, I might get a couple of more engravings and try like a couple of other things, and then we'll see what happens. You know, once I also have to see what other items I want from the mastery levels and add all that stuff together too. I gotta factor all that in. Because you have the potential, like, headshot damage. I think right now I've got, like, what is it, like 30,000? Or, no, like, plus 30 on, like, 2 or 3 items. If I put something, if I put all the points in the masteries, it may give me, like, another 30. So it'll be, like, plus 60. So that'll be kind of cool. That'll be, like, crushing damage for a headshot. For Hunter, I would add a lot of the Hunter gear. You do need Warrior if you're going to use like fire attacks, and you need Assassin if you're going to use poison attacks. But like for all this damage, I grab a ton of Hunter stuff. And yeah, I believe in an afterlife.
You want to fight someone in the arena?
You're completely made of energy, so I mean, energy can't be created or destroyed. Something has to happen when your body turns to dust, you know?
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you!
I love how they like talk all this crap.
Death is coming for you!
Come on.
It ends here!
Ouch. I just ran into that. Not even paying attention. Are you? Running in circles, getting everybody around me. This is actually funny to like do that that circle thing when you have fire or you have yeah, they do. It's funny when you have fire or you have poison attached. because then you send them flying and they're all poisoned and stuff. I don't know. He's like Beetlejuice. You say his name 3 times and he'll show up, I guess. I don't know.
I'm putting you down!
Did I miss this guy? I missed this guy. Where is he now? There he is. What's up, dude? Yeah, I'm looking at watch time from subscribers right now. It shows that not subscribed, it's 82.4% that of people that watch, and then subscribed, it's only 8.9%. So it actually went up. It used to be like 95 and 5.
Gross. You want to fight someone in the arena?
No, man. One thing I don't like about this is like all the load times for these games and stuff like that.
I said, do you want the best? Do you want
It's just really annoying that like it takes so long to get. I'm actually into like all kinds of music and everything. I grew up in the South Bronx in New York, and I listen to, you know, Spanish music because my family's Hispanic. I listen to a lot of like rap and R&B because that was the area I was from. And then when I moved upstate New York, you know, there were other friends of mine, and, you know, like I was the only guy from like the city, obviously. So I started listening to some alternative, some rock, some pop. Yeah, reggaeton too. All that stuff.
Time for me to die!
One thing I don't listen to is country. I think that's like the only thing I can't listen to. I actually like listening to music from like other countries too. Like I have, you know, friends that are in other countries, and they'll send me something like, oh, listen to this beat. And I don't understand the words and stuff like that, but it sounds great. And then, you know, like sometimes they'll translate it for me so I could get an understanding of what they're saying. But I love all kinds of music. Yeah, yeah. But then there are people that, you know, like really love it, that are really into it. I actually dated a girl and she loved country music, and I was like, oh no. I'm trying to collect some of the arrows, but, you know, like I'm not even worried about the wood because like I have tons of materials. The only material that I always run out of is it's what do you call it? The leather. Leather I could never keep hold of. I can never keep hold of leather. I have Red Dead 2. The story mode kind of bores me. I wanted to play online. I think I was waiting for the online, and I thought that would be cool, but I just haven't gone online yet. I have a feeling that that's what's going to hold my interest. That's probably where I'm going to be all excited and want to play. I already figured out how to get the $2,000 worth of gold bullion from what do you call it? From a like that poison trail thing or whatever. And then I found the Arabian horse too, that white Arabian. So like I've put up videos like that, but like nobody watches them. Ah, didn't aim for the head. I love that. This is your last fight. Bang. Nothing much, Chris. Just me doing the same thing I'm doing. So, not much. Look at these guys. They're all on fire and stuff. My life is over. But you're the one that died. Does anybody else, like, talk to the games, like, while you're playing them? Like, in a lot of my videos, I'm even, you know, like, I'll hear somebody, they'll be like, get down! And I'm like, no, I don't want to get down, or something like that. I honestly don't know if they would make a Skyrim online, but you know what? I wouldn't put it past them because they make an online for everything.
It ends here.
We could do that. Yeah, that sometimes I do that too. It all depends. Or I look and I'm like, are you serious?
You want to fight some?
Like, that just makes me crazy sometimes doing stuff like that. Dealing with these games, and then, I don't know. Like, sometimes they'll do, like, weird stuff, and I'll be like, oh!
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best?
I'm gonna see how this build does in a Conquest battle, if there are any available. Yeah, I'm trying to level. I'm trying to get like a couple of extra ability points and stuff like that. I may hold off on the ability points. I may just achieve the level, and then see what they played, or how they fixed the point system in the DLC. Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix that. It's 25 million XP per bonus point is just ridiculous. What's happening, Tofu? Look at all these guys just going down. Like, I don't know, in the past hour, I've almost reached, I did get 1 point, I did level, and then I'm almost leveled again. The collectibles map I actually got, I bought in the store. So, I forget what, I had some Helix credits. I forget where I got the Helix credits from. And I figured, hey, let me buy this. Oh yeah, I said that that'd be cool to start a stream afterwards. I'm not sure. I don't remember the actual cost of it. I want to say like it would have been something like maybe $10 or something. Maybe. I just like to get like weird, obscure things like that every once in a while because I figure, you know, like it's going to be useful. Let me see if there is a conquest battle going on. All these places are fortified. Usually this one's usually up in the air. Nope. Oh wait, here we go. See how I do in a conquest battle. See if I got the touch here. That would be nice. Where was that thing? There it is.
I need to stay hidden.
Yeah, I don't know why they stopped that. Like that's kind of silly that they did that. I think that Assassin's Creed Online was actually like really cool. And then I thought that they were going to bring it back once we had the Ezio trilogy, and we didn't. And I was like, what the hell? I would have loved to see that. It was actually a lot of fun. I don't know why all of a sudden they stopped it though. Yeah, there was what do you call it? One board. I want to say it was in Brotherhood, or it might have even been Revelations, where I can go up. Yeah, I'm scary. That's why the bear ran away. But there was a location where you could go and you could get up on top of this like tower, and I would just stay there. And like when somebody came to like actually assassinate me, I was able to like knock them as soon as they got up. And then I would just sit there and I scored. I remember I came in first a couple of times just because that's all I kept doing.
Eagle Bear.
Like you couldn't find me.
Time. A battle's brewing.
Or even the people that were like against me were even coming and trying to get a hold of me, and they couldn't do it either. I thought that was hysterical.
You'll get your share of the spoils. But first, victory!
But I did have like a lot of fun with it. Like I don't know why they took it off.
For Athens! For glory!
Okay. Let's see how this works out. Just wiped out a bunch of people off the freaking... Nope. This is the worst part, though, is like once you do that... Oh, this is why I hate fighting against the Spartans, too. They have the big, big shields.
Push them back! You think you can win this fight? Think again.
For this, I should have put on a perk that had me going through like shields and stuff like that. Just leveling these people once I get the thing going. Yo, he just did the 300 Spartan stomp. One of my own people was in the way. Got him. That whole crew just like avoid me. Oh, snap. I didn't see you. Oh my god. Yeah, I should have definitely added something to this. I really need something, if I'm playing like this, I really need something that's going to like build up my adrenaline quick. So with every hit, it actually, it gives me like some extra adrenaline. Otherwise, this build is going to be like hard to use because you lose adrenaline real fast. And that's the whole thing that you need. Need that adrenaline. Otherwise, it makes it tough.
Perfect timing, Eaglebearer.
I'll fight with that.
Then you...
Today, Sparta will bleed!
Yeah, I gotta add that. Wait, why isn't this thing even activating? There we go. That guy just got angry and rolled at me. Dude, he's right behind you. Whoa. That gave me enough time to shoot him in the face. Shooting my own guy. That's crazy. Well, as long as I find that engraving, I could add it to like another piece of equipment, so that might work out. Shooting my own guy in the face. No, that shield keeps getting me. I'm too squishy out here. Yeah, all day I probably have to do that. I go back to the arena. Yeah, these masteries are really going to be changing the game. It's going to be sick. Well, after you beat the campaign and most of the side missions, it could get boring. But the thing is that as long as you've got stuff to do in it, you won't have any problems. Like it just you're still always going to be able to do like other things. And then the other thing is that we're going to start having what do you call it? The hard mode bosses. So that's going to be sick. That's going to be something insane.
Gross.
You know what I wish they did all day? I wish that they had like a macro setting so that you could save your builds and just switch them up. It was just, with the touch of a couple of buttons. I think that would be cool. But for some reason, they didn't do something like that. I don't know. They'd like to do like about 3 DLCs and then stop. So, maybe not. But at the same time, it would just be really cool if they did. Like I was saying before, like a lot of these games could just keep going on and on. But they choose not to for some reason. Like Far Cry 5, they dropped support for that altogether. I'm only 66. Like I said, wasn't playing at all today. If I was playing today, I probably would have already been 70. Went to bed late last night. Where did they stop Origins? Origins stopped at what, like 55? Oh man, that's just crazy. I know that they said they were going to fix that. Because that's just ridiculous. Is college worth it if you don't want to do, if you don't know what you want to do in life? Yeah, why not? I mean, you could at least get the basic stuff knocked out first and then, you know, like make your decision and go to it.
Gross. You want to...
Yeah, 25 million XP is wild, especially if they have no shortcuts doing it. Like in Origins, you could go and get these like tablets, and once you got the tablets, you know, you could level up like continuously, but what you had to do was get money. The other thing you could have done was beat the game and then redo all the temples and stuff where you find the stone tablets, and you could just keep getting ability points that way. But doing this, man, like 25 million XP, that's crazy. I mean, it can be done. With determination, it can be done. But it's going to be a pain. And if you do get that 25 million points, then there better be a point where if they fix it when the DLC drops, they better give you the amount of ability points that you would have had it been like a normal amount. Oh my God. And you're actually doing that all day? You're actually going in for the 404 times? How long does that take you, too? I mean, you could probably do 3 runs every 10 minutes. What? Oh man, that's still a lot though. How long do you think it'll take you all day? Hopefully it won't take you all day. That's a lot of runs though. Yeah, that you can. You can reach 50 to 70 in a day. Like I said, as long as you're determined.
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are!
Putting you down!
You stand no chance!
Man. That's a lot. That's a lot of grinding to get it done. That's crazy. Yeah, they definitely do have to have a fix for that, because especially when you're, if they decide to increase the level cap, or if you're doing something, taking that long for that many ability points, or just to get an ability point, is going to be just psychotic. That's going to be insane.
It ends here.
I wonder why they settled on 70. Like, Origins was 55. I always thought that that was a weird number, too.
You
I always thought that that was a weird number, 55.
You want the best! I said, do
Yeah,
you
70 is
want
kind
the
of an odd
best?
number, too.
Do you want the best? Well, here they are!
That's why I thought, like, maybe they'd go all the way to, like, 100 or something. Not that it's necessary, but... It's all, like, really odd the way that they did this game. And going from 20 to 70, I don't know how long that'll take. That will take some grinding, though. Yeah, all that grinding is really going to take, like, a lot of time. I don't believe I got killed. That was crazy. And it didn't even let me roll. That is so weird. I wonder what else they're going to come out with as far as the DLCs go and stuff. I wonder if they're going to do something different. Like you go outside of Greece or something. Kind of like the way they did with Origins.
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are!
Putting you down. It ends here.
I'm pretty sure they're going to do the Hidden Blade with the DLC, but the thing is that, like, once we get it, like, what do we do with it? You know what I'm saying? Darius will give it to us, or teach us how to make one. then what do we do with it? Like, what is the lore? And then you already completed most of the game. You know, where do you go from there? That's part of the problem with the hidden blade. And I remember, like, at first everybody thought the spear was going to become the hidden blade. Yeah, that I've seen. And then, like, you get extra points for, like, actually headshotting them. Yeah, it would still be fun, but they'd have to figure out how they're going to add that mechanic in. You know, they have to figure out, like, what they're going to do exactly. Can you, like, de-equip your spear and use it? Or, you know, can you just wear it like a regular weapon? Those are the things that they'd have to come out with. And then make it so it's viable so that it works.
I'm putting you down.
All right, Dan, take it easy. You too, Chris, take it easy. Yeah, I would love to see how they work that out with the hidden blade, though. They would have to, I don't know, they would have to do something with it where
Gross.
I guess they could make it equipable. I guess they could make it, you know, kind of like a sword or something that you could just add on. Because that would be the only way that I could see that that will work out.
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you.
Whoa.
I really would love to see how they work that out, though. And I would imagine that Darius's capacity in the game is, you know, not that he's playable, but maybe they'll do it where, you know, he kind of teaches you the hidden blade. Well, you know what? It's not really a lot of concern. More, it's speculation, like, you know, how they would work it out and stuff like that, which is part of the fun of it. You know, like speculating how it's gonna come together is actually kind of cool, because sometimes you right on the mark. Maybe they might give like another slot or something. We may see like another slot open up and stuff like that, and then maybe there's like another mechanic where, you know, you'll be able to use it. I could see them doing something like that. Just seeing Darius, I'd love to see that. That's going to be sick. Which, like I said before, like I did a video where, like, I honestly thought, because of all the time and everything like that, I thought that they were going to make it so that Oh yeah, the boss doesn't give you XP, but it's nice to get that big chunk of cash or XP at the end. That's kind of trash that he doesn't give you XP. That would be awesome if you got it that way.
You
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you!
Here we go.
I don't know. Once I hit 70, I don't think I'm going to grind out ability points because hopefully they fix it and then I could grind out ability points. But that's actually a good question. I don't know. I'll probably go and hunt other engravings and stuff. Strengthen the character that way. Hunt down some rare stuff. Maybe even hunt down all the ore across the map. And then try my luck at getting other things to see if I could get more engravings that way as well. Or even seeing if I get things from the epic gear that maybe is a lot better than the gear I have. Yeah, they have to fix it. I'm hoping they fix it. Shot that dude right in his head. I got all the things in the sea, like all the underwater temples and everything. Like I've gotten all of those, but I haven't seen anything else.
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you!
I'm putting you down!
Yeah, well, grinding the XP in the arena, I still wanted to get level 70 and whatnot, and then, you know, just to see what happens at the end. See, you know, like, a lot of this stuff that I like to do is see, like, how strong the character can become. Plus, I'd love to see if, like, a bunch of these other characters will grow with me. Did I just backstep? That was crazy. Oh, got double teamed. These guys annoy me. Yeah, I did the story. I did the Atlantean storyline, and you know, I was kind of impressed with the Atlantean storyline, but I just felt like they could have done more. I felt like the ending could have had more. I felt like it could have been like so much more that they could have done. Odyssey, for the most part, was a really good game, you know, minus the whole lore thing, but...
Gross.
You want to fight someone and...
Yeah, I could see that. The whole grinding thing, though, that's just crazy.
You want the best? I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are!
Putting you down! This will be easy! Woe is me!
Yep, still playing Rebellion. It's actually pretty good. Ta-da! Nope, no stabbies. No stabbies. Yeah, like when I was on my way to like level 50, on the way to level 50, like that's all I did was just do the odd jobs and stuff like that. And I always did like the high paying ones. Money was never a problem. I still log in every day just to do the daily. I used to log in every day just to do the daily in Origins too. Like that's how psychotic I was. Yeah, that's probably something else I should do too. I should like complete the trophies. I need the 20 jobs or whatever from the Obsidian Islands and thing like that. And then the other trophy I need is Hermes Homie. Because for some reason I can't find it all. I can't get them all. I don't know why. Yeah, I took your advice. I switched it. Actually, I have it on both wheels. And it just makes it a lot easier. I don't know why I was being difficult. But it does make it like a lot easier having second wind on the weapon wheel. You know, it may be, I could have sworn that I touched all the islands. You know what it might even be? I know you're supposed to touch those other, what do you call it? Those other things too. Like the little islands and stuff. You're supposed to touch each one of them. So I probably have to just go, take my time, or take one day and go back to every island and touch it all. And then once I touch them all, it'll probably unlock.
Those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you.
Oh, no, no!
So I just have to take my time one day, or just one day just go and do that. Everything else I got, I got to be like a little bit better about doing the missions for, or the side quests for the Obsidian Islands and the other thing. The Pirate Island, I think. I don't remember exactly.
I'm putting you down!
This guy just asked if am I even trying. You guys are all dead. Yeah, you could get drachma and experience from those. Drachma, I really didn't have a problem with money in this game. Yeah, it looked that way. You know, you could actually parry, what do you call it? You could parry arrows. Did you know that? If an arrow comes at you, you could smack it out of the air.
Gross.
You might have missed some underwater locations. I had that problem too. Like that was part of like one of the things that I did. Like I went to every single island looking to make sure that I didn't miss anything. And you know, like I say, I still must have missed I still must have missed like some of the smaller islands. Wait, that didn't even make sense. He promised me pain before death.
I'm putting you down!
Oh yeah, you know what? There are some things that you get in this game that you'll just like kill a random enemy and it'll open up a quest. That's probably what that item is. Because I have a bunch of those myself. You're talking about this stuff. Yeah, see, I got this helmet, this golden statue. So these are obviously supposed to be things that you, I guess they're like quest items. That's a lot of XP.
It ends here.
Oh, the actual Ostrakas? Hold on. Talking about these? I actually have to do them all on this one. And I've only got 41 of them. So I really do need to get them.
You want to
I know freaking my Alexios has like almost all of them. And I gotta finish that video too.
For those of you about
I
to
really
risk
do
your
have to finish
lives,
that.
the crowd salutes you.
I gotta finish so many things.
Whoa.
And are there 60 or 62? Because I know somebody asked about that earlier. It's Dark Strider 2010.
It ends here.
The guy was hiding behind the pillar. There's 60. Okay, that's what I thought as much. I remember somebody asked earlier if there were 62. I know somebody else said something else about them. I'm pretty sure that in the new DLC they're going to give us even more. I guarantee they'll do that.
I'm putting you down.
Wow, this guy's really tearing me up. So is the arena. And my aim is terrible. No, I had no problem with the Ostrakas. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to get one in Ellis. I don't know why it wouldn't let you pick it up. But then, you know, like sometimes this game is like really glitchy. Like it's so weird.
Gross.
You want to fight someone in the arena?
I keep running into problems like that. I would really like to fix it. All of those problems that we run into.
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you.
Here we go.
The Astrakas give you legendary engravings, and some of them are actually like really good. Some of them, you know, like are not really worth it, and some of them you actually really could use in certain builds. So, at least to me, they're worth it, even if it just gives you like a couple of points of something. And depending on your level, it either grows, it'll grow like to be better. Oh yeah, sometimes I've had that happen too, where like I've gone somewhere and like you can't see through the walls and stuff. I thought that was odd, that you couldn't do that. But you know it's in there. When you go in there, the one that you can't grab, are enemies around you, because you have to be anonymous for that. You can't just grab it if like an enemy is there. I've had that happen a couple of times. That's always a pain. It's just an armor set that like I'm messing around with. I got a bunch of this gear in the arena, and I just, you know, I put it on. I said, you know, let me see what it could do. Let me see if it's comparable to, you know, the Artemis set. So, you know, it's kind of decent. I'm just messing around with it. I might change it even, you know, further than I have changed it.
Gross.
You want...
I'm really actually, when the DLC comes, I'm really looking forward to like new gear. That's what I would love to see. I'd love to see new gear with new engravings and just give me specific. Give me a bunch of different sets. One for warrior, one for hunter, and one for assassin.
You want the best? I said, do you want the best?
I'd love to see stuff like that.
The final mistake you'll make.
3 levels to go to 70. And then after that, like I said, I'll probably go and try to get a bunch of engravings, do a bunch of quests, close up my trophies, platinum this sucker. Yeah, that would be cool. That would make the most sense, honestly. Well, that's what we were speculating on before, whether or not they'd give us the hidden blade. If they do give us the hidden blade, I want to see, what do you call it? I want to see, you know, like how they would work that out. I'd love to see what they cut out with. I can't wait till Tuesday, man. I really can't. I want to see what they got going on.
Gross.
You want to fight some?
Yeah, that would be nice. I can't wait. I really can't wait. I'm dying to see what they got.
You want the best. I
See, that would be cool, but I don't think that they would do something like that. I don't think that they would let us play as him. But then again, like, a lot of people didn't think that they'd let us play as Leonidas, and we played as Leonidas. So who knows? Even though you didn't play as Leonidas for long, it was still cool. Did that guy say shit as he died?
I'm putting you down!
My worst enemy, these spikes. There was one dude that I actually had an argument with on one of my videos, where I did a video where, like, I actually said, because I thought because of the time frame and everything that we would be playing as Darius. And this guy was like so, I mean, rude and just crazy and everything, just bugging out. Yeah, that would be sweet if they let us do something like that too. If they gave us like his gear. We'd be a little more assassin-y. That would be sweet. There's a lot of things that I hope like they do when the game comes out, when the DLC comes out. Another thing I can't wait for, I can't wait for the remaster of 3. Like I'd love to see that too.
Gross.
The only problem with that though is that like I'm also, I know me, and I know that once I get Assassin's Creed 3, I am definitely gonna want them to do the Liberation remaster. All they would have to do, all they have left is Liberation, the original one.
risk your lives. The crowds
They already did 4 on the next gens. Yeah, I think that's it. I think those are the only 2 that are left.
I'm putting you down!
And then the other thing that I would want to see is I would want them to do the PSP game as a remaster too, that Bloodlines. That would be cool, just so we could play that as well.
It ends here!
I had Bloodlines for my for PSP, and it was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed it, and it just went deeper into Altair's lore. It showed who he hooks up with and everything like that. It was really cool. And then of course, if you had it, you could get extra gear in Assassin's Creed 2. So on my Assassin's Creed 2 for the PlayStation 3, I had all this extra gear, and I don't think you could get that gear in the remasters that they made in the Ezio trilogy. Oh, that's right. You did say something about that. Yeah, I hope you could get it. That DLC is going to be crazy. It really is going to be crazy. And like I said, I really do plan on either live streaming it. I probably will live stream it because normally, like when the game comes out, I start off with a live stream and then do videos on like all the secrets and stuff.
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you!
Origins, I thought Origins was great. I really liked Bayek. I thought he was a really good protagonist. The story was really good. The cutscenes were really good. I for the most part, I enjoyed it. In comparison to this one, from a lore standpoint, this one is not as good as Origins. This one leaves us with like a lot of questions and a lot of things that are up in the air. And I think, like I've said many times before on many videos before this game even came out, I kind of had a feeling like this one should not have actually been an Assassin's Creed game because it doesn't go with the lore. I mean, it should have been an Assassin's Creed game, but not following the direct timeline that we were given so far in all the Assassin's Creed games. This one should have been like its own, like kind of standalone. Maybe Layla has a team that, you know, they're just delving into memories and looking for stuff. And, you know, it could have been like a side thing to Assassin's Creed, kind of like Chronicles was like a side thing. It didn't follow the direct, you know, sequence of Assassin's Creed. So I think that that's what they should have done with this, that it should have been its own kind of creature. And they could have just continued a second kind of series. And see, something like that would have worked, where they would have every 2 years been working on the main Assassin's Creed game, and then, you know, every other year, this team would develop, you know, like little side kind of quests and things like that. Because in reality, we don't even really deal with like the modern world in this game, which, you know, that kind of threw me off. You know, like I know that they said initially that the first civilization and Layla herself were going to be getting the spotlight for this game. And then, you know, like we're playing through it and we find out that no, that wasn't even the case. You're not even really seeing them. You know, so it just, to me, that was just goofy.
You about to risk your lives. The crowd
That just, that,
salutes you.
to me, that was just, it really was just a strange thing.
I'm putting you down!
But like, I did like Chronicles, and Chronicles actually, they were stories, not like, not unlike this one. They were like these little side stories. And that's, you know, like where they went with it. Yeah, see, that's the thing though. Why do I want to wait for the DLC to actually see the stories and stuff like that? Really, I really do enjoy modern day. I really do enjoy when I see, you know, like what's going on in the modern day behind the scenes and everything. What these guys are doing in real time. And in this one, like you couldn't even, what was it? There was only twice that you saw what was going on. Yeah, Origins really was a great story. And I mean, even though there were plot holes, like, you know, you didn't have, you didn't see, you know, like where did Bayek come from and how did they originate, even though, you know, there are all these proto-assassins in the basement. Like I was big on calling that out. That there was, you know, like these, basically a shrine in the basement, and it had all these assassins and stuff. So where did they all come from if Bayek is the originator? And then just doing the math and looking at the timeline, being that Aya becomes Amunet, you could actually see that, you know, there's like a bunch of weird things that are going on. You could see that you know, that something just wasn't right.
Gross.
You want to fight?
Yeah, the gods in Origins was really good. Like these mercenary things or these epic ships, like they are kind of, I don't know, anticlimactic. I guess that's why what they're going to be doing is they're going to be setting up the hard mode with like Medusa and stuff like that. So, you know, maybe that'll be comparable to the gods. And yeah, I wanted to play as Amunet too. Like I was hoping Aya really had her own DLC or something like that. I was even okay if, like, I thought that they were going to do like a Bayek trilogy, and I would have been cool with Aya being in the second part, that you play as Aya and Bayek is kind of the background character. I wouldn't have minded that either.
Gross.
You
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you!
I'm putting you down!
Gross.
you want to fight some
The mercenary aspect in this game actually is pretty wild too. And yeah, it would have been cool if we would have got the option to, like do the region. But I think that in doing that, they would have, I don't know, it would have affected real time. It would have affected real history. But I thought that that's what the Conquest battles were. And I thought like you would get like a specific ending at the end of the game where either, the Athenians or the Spartans had control. But I guess like with everything that was going on, like they already confused us enough with some of the stuff and choices that they made with this game.
I'm putting you down!
And I think that the game is more focused, the storyline at least, is more focused now that they have like a main present day protagonist. Having Layla Hassan as like our new Desmond of sorts, it just gives it like a little more quality where, like in Black Flag, we were ourselves that, joined a video game company, and then in, like the next couple of ones, you were just like some random assassin. And I really do think that they should have given us more flexibility in like the present day. Like you can't get to the modern day at all. You can't escape the Animus. We're stuck in here. We only get out one time. And that doctor is, you know, telling Layla she's got to stretch her legs or whatever. What happened to the rest of the time? Why are we always in the Animus? The next time we escape the Animus is actually the Atlantis storyline. So, you know, to me, that's just weird. They really should have...
Gross.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like it was a missed opportunity, and they said that they weren't going to be going to yearly releases anymore. But then all of a sudden, they also said, "Oh, this game was built alongside Origins, which is why it's so similar." Honestly, in this game, you shouldn't have the eagle, because everybody who has eagle vision is, you know, like descended from the first civilization. Like they have their genes mixed. That's why Ezio has eagle vision. That's why, you know, Desmond gains eagle vision at one point. You know, like a lot of the assassins had the eagle vision, and it was because their bloodline was mixed with the first Civ. Now, Bayek wasn't mixed with the first Civ, from what I understand, so that's why he needed the eagle, which made sense. But here we are again, and you actually meet your birth father, who is directly descended from the first Civ. He's not a first Civ himself, but he's directly descended. He's got the blood mixed. He tells you as much, and for some reason you still need an eagle. Yeah, you could have done a pacifist playthrough, I think. But you know what, though? That people don't want that. You don't know how many times, like, I was doing videos, speculation videos on Assassin's Creed Odyssey before it came out. All right, because it was really making me nervous, the game as a whole. And, you know, like, so many people were like, oh, well, you know, I don't care about the story. I just want to run around killing people. Yeah, it probably was an excuse to put that mechanic. There's, you know, a lot of these games could be better, and that's kind of like what my issue is with, like, a lot of the games that came out. I mean, Fallout 76, that's an absolute disaster, so I'm not even worried about Fallout 76. You know, there's probably already people that have tons of videos on that already. You know, because it was terrible. But, you know, when we get to things like Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, so many people were like all excited about that game. Everybody was, oh, you know, Red Dead's so good. Red Dead is the greatest. This is going to be game of the year. And I played it and I was like, you know what? No. The first chapter set up the pacing for the game for me, and I was like really bored. I think that's kind of why I'm afraid to go online, to do the online. It kind of scared me. You know, like I just, and from what I understand, some people are saying that the online is buggy too. Yeah, Fallout 76 was crap. This game, you know, it was good. Could have been better. I've said as much. You know, I still like it, but all the glitches really... Yeah, the mastery system I liked. I liked the idea that they put the mastery system in. I was wondering how they were going to do it, though, because in Origins, you know, there was like no limit to how many ability points you could put into all your stuff. Into the three masteries, the three main ones, Hunter, Shaman or something like that, and Assassin. So, you know, like I was interested to see what they were going to do here. And then I really wanted them to give us unlimited mastery on this one as well, in this mastery system. And that wasn't even what happened. Yeah, you know what? The very first chapter is so slow to get into. They, you know, and then it didn't follow the original Red Dead. In the original Red Dead, you know, you're John Marston, you're hunting down your crew, and there's only like 4 of them that you have to hunt down, I believe. This one, we have like an entire town. How the hell did we get all these people? Why are all these people part of the crew? I didn't mind that you played Arthur Morgan, that you played somebody other than John Marston. That never bothers me if you change the protagonist on me, you know? But what did bother me about Arthur Morgan was that, you know, he was... I kind of felt like he wasn't his own man. He was a tool. You know, he was used by Dutch a lot. I feel like John Marston really was his own person. And I think that part of, you know, now that I'm in chapter 2, I think that there is so much to do that it's kind of like overwhelming, maybe, if that makes sense. There's a ton to do, but, you know, like really what you want to do is just play through the story. You don't even really want to do like all the hunting missions and stuff like that. Even though like those are the things that I like to do. And for some reason, I don't know, like I kind of feel like they're tedious. And then you can't do what you want to do right away. You have to, like, you know, either go through the story a little more or gain certain abilities before you can do certain things. I mean, it's huge. The landscape and everything is huge. The graphics are nice too. The facial expressions, I feel like they got the facial expressions from LA Noire, that they're using that system. And I think that they need to work on that because it actually scares me the way their faces look sometimes. Their faces, their expressions, like, really don't look human. Yeah, that's what like a lot of people say, you know, like a lot of people already have their opinions on it. And, you know, like, you know, some people haven't even played it. And people that haven't played it, you know, like it really is hard to form an opinion. It's just like Fallout 76. Like, one of my friends is defending it. He bought it and he defends it to absolutely no end. You cannot convince him that Fallout 76 is a bad game. And, you know, like I tell him, like, you know, but it is. And, you know, again, he's like, well, you haven't played it. But the thing is, he was playing it in front of me, and the game is absolutely crashing in front of us. And, you know, like, I just felt like there's your evidence right there. Why, you know, the game is crashing in front of us. Why are you still convinced that this is such a good game? And then, you know, he kind of hit me with, oh, well, you're just mad because Odyssey sucked. Because Odyssey sucked, that's why, you know, like, you're hating on everything else that comes out. You're hating on Red Dead. You're hating on Fallout 76. And the thing is that, you know, I have Red Dead. That's why I formed my opinion of Red Dead. And yes, Odyssey did have, like, a lot of glitches in the beginning, and it still does, kind of. But a lot of that they repaired. So I'm not catching as many glitches as I had in the beginning. Every once in a while, I still have that slowdown thing where, you know, like, especially when I go to, like, crowded areas, I'll be there and, you know, it'll kind of hit you with the slow motion. But as I move out of the way of it, it kind of, you know, it undoes the slow motion. So that's what, you know, I'm noticing about that. Now, you know, that being said, Odyssey to me still is not a bad game. You know, it's exciting and everything. I don't think it'll be game of the year, you know, but still, it's exciting to me. Red Dead, I could pick up today, I could play for 2 hours, and then a week later, you know, like I don't touch it. You know, I don't touch it for like an entire week. The first chapter set up the pace for me, and I just feel like, you know, it was boring. You know, like it just that. I mean, I understand it's the tutorial chapter, so you can't just get into it. You really do have to like learn to crawl before you can walk, before you can run. And I understand that, and I appreciated that, but at the same time, it didn't do anything innovative. It didn't excite me. And honestly, the problem that I'm seeing with Red Dead, I feel that Red Dead actually came out 5 years too late. I know the original one came out 8 years ago, but I feel like this game should have come out at least 2 to 3 years after the original. Because I don't feel like it's doing anything innovative. It's not doing anything really exciting. So now the online is what I'm hoping is going to save it for me. But like I said, I haven't touched the online. I've been kind of scared to. What's up, Flirt? Yeah, Fallout 76, the other things that are scaring me about Fallout 76 is that, like, when you see, when you check out the stores, the online stores, when you check out actual stores, it's on sale an awful lot. And it just came out. You know, it's $60, and I've seen it, and like the joke that I have is I call it Fallout 76% off because I mean, I think the lowest I've seen it is has to be like $20. I think I saw it at one point.
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do
See that I don't know. I don't know if Cyberpunk is going to survive the hype and stuff like that because sometimes games like that, you know, they do like big numbers pre-launch, but then once they launch, you know, like they're broken. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what worries me. Honestly, the only game right now that I believe will actually be Game of the Year, like I said, it's going to be God of War. God of War actually was really good. Yeah, you know what, Flurp? I was just saying that, like, I have a friend who, like, defends that game to the end. He loves that game. You can't tell him anything wrong about that game.
I'm putting you down!
There aren't more locations, but they did give you the ability to warp to certain places, like the Steropes, his little area. I had, I in fact did that yesterday. I was wondering why everybody was saying you could warp there, and I couldn't. And then, you know, like I actually went there, and then I unlocked that little spot. No problem, Chris. Yeah, well, that's, you know what, Fallout 76 right now, there's a lot of debate because there's a class action lawsuit right now against Bethesda for that because one person actually did complain they were gonna get their money back, and the next day Bethesda was like, nah, we ain't doing that. So now there's like a lawsuit where, like, and I forget how many people are like jammed onto that, where everybody wants their money back. And honestly, you know, like, this is I really don't want there to be a lawsuit against Bethesda because I like Bethesda as a studio, but a lot of these game companies really do need to realize that we are not going to take your crap. If you released crap, we want our money back, and we should be given it in full. You know, it's just like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. When it first came out, there were people that just really could not play with all the glitches, and they did give their they did get their money back. My favorite Assassin's Creed is a toss-up between Odyssey and the entire Ezio trilogy. Because I thought that those characters were great. I thought they were both fleshed out. Their adventures were absolutely amazing and memorable. And they actually both introduced new game mechanics, which is something else I like to see in my games. What's Black Ops 4 like? Do you like it? I'm not really a fan of like Black Ops. I used to be. I used to have what do you call it? I had the first 3 the Black Ops, but now I don't know. I just feel like they're out of control the way they play. Yeah, I really did like the whole Desmond storyline. I enjoyed Ezio as a character. I didn't think I was going to like him initially, because I didn't even think I was going to like Altair, but I got such a high off of Altair, and I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with Altair. Yeah, you really have to open up all the landscapes and stuff like that. That does get annoying.
Gross.
You want to fight someone in the arena?
It's cool actually being over 50 in the game. 2 away from 70, so I know you're supposed to be like a powerhouse at that point. And yeah, you know what? I did enjoy the story. The story when Ezio and Desmond were around were great. Um, I thought it was kind of crazy that they killed Desmond off, and his death really was kind of like sudden and everything. It made no sense. It didn't fit in with the whole thing. It really didn't. Fortnite, I don't really play Fortnite. I have every once in a while. I dabble in Fortnite. My son is on that like you wouldn't believe. That's his game. He plays that with his friends like religiously. No, I didn't kill Alexios. I left him alone, and I got him for my ship. He's one of my lieutenants. In fact, in the storyline, where you're dealing with all the members of your family, and you bring them together, I actually got them all safe and everything, and now I have Alexios as a lieutenant. The stepfather, Nicholas, he's a lieutenant. The mother, and Stentor, the adopted brother. They're all lieutenants in my thing. course it's no good. You're on fire. Yeah, God of War I thought was amazing. I enjoyed God of War. And I also enjoyed Spider-Man. I didn't think I was going to like Spider-Man as much as I did, and I loved Spider-Man. Spider-Man was great. But I have a feeling that the way that the Golden Joystick Awards went, that's how Game of the Year and those categories are going to go. I really do feel like we're going to see Fortnite take a lot of stuff home. I don't know if that's going to be Game of the Year. I do have a feeling it's going to be God of War. Oh, Bayek is available on the Ubisoft store. So I think he's like 40 of those Ubisoft coins.
Gross.
You want to fight?
Oh, man. I love Assassin's Creed, though.
You want the best.
See, now, Black Flag has a lot of people, you know, it kind of like broken between enjoying it and not.
I'm putting you down.
Yeah, I have no problem playing as like a female character. I mean, you're not, you know, like, it's not like you got a sex change or something, you know, so it doesn't bother me. But, you know, especially if they have like a solid story. The solid story, you know, like, is awesome too. But, you know, I still did an Alexios run too, though. Who, Evie? You have to, in order to open up the other spaces, what you have to do is, you have to go in and you have to actually, I believe, fix the hull of the ship. Fixing the hull of the ship will give you extra slots. Yeah, a lot of people were upset with a lot of stuff in Black Flag, and like, you know, some people are on like one side of the fence or the other. I think Black Flag could have been better, but I didn't hate it. I did hate all the sailing and stuff like that. I did hate that you basically did have to live on the water. That was annoying. But you know, like it didn't bother me that much. What they did with Odyssey, where, you know, like you did need to sail, and there is naval combat and everything, I thought that this was okay. I think that if Black Flag did it this way, that it would have been great. I think at that point it would have been fantastic. Yeah, Syndicate was just weird, man. Syndicate, for some reason, for me, was like really strange. Yeah, that's why I put this build together, and that's why, like, you know, like while I'm in the arena, I'm just trying to grind out those points. In another 2 hours, I'll probably hit level 70.
You want the best. I said, do you want the best?
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like Syndicate, and a lot of people honestly thought that was going to be the nail in the coffin of the series. A lot of people didn't like Syndicate.
I'm putting you down.
And then when, yeah, a lot of people liked Unity. Rogue, some people didn't even like Rogue. And the funny thing was that, like, around the time of Rogue and Unity, I had a PS4, and I thought that Rogue was just Unity. I didn't know that it was, like, the story that came before. Yeah, level 70 right now is the highest level. No, it doesn't. It gives you pretty much the same XP.
Nobody will recognize your body when I...
See, some people do feel like it is, and that, like, the majority of people felt like Syndicate was just the doom of the series. They thought that the series was going to be just doomed just because Syndicate came out. I don't know why I don't use multi-shot. I'm just aiming for the head one at a time and stuff. I'm just practicing it out, I guess. Yeah, Odyssey, this game, and I did a lot of videos, speculation videos before this game even came out, because it actually had me really worried. I was really worried that that this game was just gonna fail, because it didn't follow, it didn't follow the lore, it didn't follow, like a lot of the stuff that is in an Assassin's Creed game. There's no hoods, there's no hidden blade, there was no thing like that.
Risk your lives. The crowd salutes you.
I mean, that's possible too. A lot of people were on board with, like Rogue and Unity, where some people hated them. Some people were confused by them because they put they put Rogue on the last gen system and then the other one on the next gen system. I really felt like, like the choice system was weird. Like, still in this game, after beating it and everything, even before the DLC, there's just so many questions that I have. Like, I don't understand, number one, the DNA thing. I don't understand how you could live a life if Alexios's life, if Cassandra is the canon character, then there should have been an Alexios side to the game. Alexios should have been living a separate life, a separate way, and you play his story. You get to learn what he went through. And even, maybe even like with all what we were speculating before, where we're saying that the cult of Cosmos becomes the Templars, maybe in reality, I didn't even do this right, where, like I saved my brother in the game. Maybe Alexios actually becomes the leader of the cult. Yeah, but the choice system really, it has no real place in the game, like you do these things, these crazy things in the game. I could see if every choice you made still led to the same exact conclusion. Okay? You wanted to do something, you didn't end up doing something.
Do you want to fight someone?
They give you the exact same result, no matter what. That I could see. But where you make a choice and it affects the outcome and stuff like that, like that's kind of weird. You know, like you basically rewrote history.
You want the best.
Having the male and female thing alone rewrites history. No, I didn't end up buying the comics. I really should, though. I got to go to my local shop, and I really should pick them up. We have this one shop that has, like, all of them. And I should really go there. And I bet you in the comics it's going to explain all this stuff that we're missing. I got to pick up the book, too, because I have all the books, and the book actually explains what's really canon. Yeah, I mean, they could always add a new side quest. Yeah, I've played Red Dead, and, you know, like I've said a couple of times before, the first chapter set up the pacing for me, so, like, I'm kind of bored. I think Desmond's death was unnecessary. I don't think that that it should have it should have been something that they did, you know? Like it just felt out of place. I don't think that they'd make a story in the future because technically the whole point of Assassin's Creed is you go into the past. I do think that they should make a they should make a present day where, you know, like it could be in the future. What was your earlier comment? I don't think I see it.
You want the best.
Oh, maybe spoiler.
I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best?
I could see that. I could see where in the comic they do something like that or in the book. Oh, yeah. No, that I could see. I could see them doing World War One. In fact, I think there was a comic where they did it. Or World War Two, actually. They should have done it as a DLC for Syndicate. I don't know what the future is going to hold for Assassin's Creed. I really hope that they... I really don't want to see a choice system. Like, the game worked even without the choice system. You know? I don't believe I missed him. What's up, Dead Wolf? I don't know, that's weird. This whole thing is weird. I'm just blown away that I'm almost level 70. Oh, so much to do.
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you.
Here we go.
Well, you know what? If you don't like it, leave, dude. That's all that's all I'm gonna say. I'm talking about what's interesting us, so yeah, I play a little bit of Hitman. Hitman's kind of cool. Yeah, the sneaking and hiding aspect was awesome. I gotta say that like the later Metal Gear Solid games I never really played, but you know that's what made me think of Hitman. Yeah, the later Metal Gears, like I didn't play. I played Solid. I played Solid 2. I started Snake Eater, but I never finished it. And then the same thing with the recent one that he had. I didn't even finish that. I started that too. Yeah, Rogue is remastered. They did make a remaster of it. And then 3 they're making the remaster of.
Gross.
You want to fight someone in the arena?
Nathan. I'm tired of these little punks being all mad. Nobody cares about your opinion.
I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is with this kid. Like, he got on, he's mad, he wants me to play Red Dead, he thinks I'm crazy for not playing Red Dead. He's talking to me. And then, you know, like he wanted all of you to dislike it. What's up, Edward? This is the guy I was talking about yesterday. This guy's channel, he's got like a lot of good stuff, man. He's got like just amazing amounts of ability points and XP and stuff like that. It's freaking sick. Oh, no, I was talking to Nathan Gonzalez. This guy came on, and I don't know what his problem was. Look at a couple of his messages. He's mad at the stream. He's mad that I'm not playing something else. He's upset. I mean, you know, like if you don't like what I'm doing, then don't watch it. There's a million other channels you could watch, you know? But, you know, as far as I know, this is my channel, my stream, and I'll do what I want. And then he wanted everybody to just dislike so that, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he had like a couple of messages out. He had a couple of things, and I was just like, "What the hell?" I just I put him in timeout for 300 seconds. So we'll see what happens then. Oh, it probably all his stuff was hidden when I put him in timeout, I guess. Yeah, we haven't heard from him at all yet, honestly. And we, what do you call it? We mentioned him a couple of times, and he just didn't show up. And I was like, wow. He must be bored or tired of both.
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are!
I'm putting you down!
I don't know what happened with YouTube earlier either. Yesterday I had a problem. I started streaming, and I streamed for like 2 minutes, and then it gave me some error. And then like right after that, I was able to get on with no problem. Who? Who was my biggest fan that unsubbed?
I'm putting you down!
Couldn't have been that Nathan Gonzalez guy. Oh, you missed it, brother. We had some guy in here, and he was upset I wasn't playing Red Dead, so he just started like freaking out. He told everybody to dislike the stream. You know, like if they didn't do it, they were little bitches. What else did he say? Oh, he was telling me that all I do is sit on my fat ass and play video games and talk about stuff nobody cares about. When clearly there's a lot of people that care. There's clearly a lot of people in here. So I don't know. I don't know what his deal was. I mean, if he liked Red Dead so much, he could go play it. Why do you have to watch it? I swear people are crazy.
You want
I don't know. See, Red Dead kind of bores me. Like the very first chapter set up the pacing for me, and I didn't enjoy it. I have like such a problem with it. Getting into like the actual pacing of the game. I'm sure that you know it's a decent game, but you know it's not for me. You know, I'll eventually play it. I'll eventually get to it. I'll eventually get to doing you know whatever I want to do in it. But yeah, the pacing for me just doesn't work out. I mean, that's not to say that you know like it's not a good game. Like a lot of people are playing it. Obviously, it's no Fallout 76. See that they did PC players dirty. I don't know why they didn't release it on PC. Why it was only initially released for Xbox and PlayStation 4. Yeah, that Nathan Gonzalez that was in here. He was all upset that I wasn't playing Red Dead 2. He asked could I play something else. Then he said, you know, play Red Dead. Then he said something about I'm a grown fat ass adult who just sits on my butt and play video games all day and talk about stuff that nobody wants to hear. And then you know, he wanted everybody to dislike the stream. And if you didn't, then you were a little bitch like me, because apparently I'm a little bitch.
I'm putting you down.
Take it easy, Edward. Yeah, but that's really not fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, there are so many people that are on uh, that are on the console and everything, or on PC that you know PC could have easily they could have easily blown it up. You could easily just what do you call it, like get everything, you know, like it would have freaking it would have made bank. I don't to me that's just not an excuse, you know. That's crazy to me. It's unfair what they did to PC players, you know. And that's why like I kind of that's part of why I don't like exclusivity, because you end up messing up things for like a lot of people. You know, like I understand that they have the console wars and everything like that, but everybody should be able to play these games. I should be able to have conversations with you about the game, you know, not who has the better system or, you know, like whatever and stuff like that. I should be able to play it, you know, like you know, on any system and be able to converse with everybody on it. Right now, YouTube is my part-time job. That's part of why I'm building the studio in the basement right now, to make it a full-time job. That's why I had that. That's why I started that GoFundMe, just to get a couple of extra bucks to complete the studio, and you know, then I'll be making even better quality videos. You guys can even see what I look like. You know, like I'll have the camera set up. I have like a lot of stuff set up down there. Yeah, they might, but in reality, you know, like having a gaming PC is a lot cheaper than having, you know, any of these consoles. Honestly, all you have to do is, you know, like when your graphics card gets old, when the you know systems update, when the technology gets better and stuff like that, you could spend a fraction of what you buy, or you could spend a fraction of what you would spend on like a new Xbox or a PlayStation. You know.
Here we go.
That's weird to be doing so many conquests and no epic items. That's really weird.
Grow.
You
Black Flag had Spartans. Really?
Those of you about to risk your lives,
That's crazy.
salutes you.
I know initially when the PS3 was coming out, cool Flair. I know initially when the PS3 was coming out, um, they had two graphics cards, two NVIDIA graphics cards, and like they would have lost so much money on what do you call it, on the system if they would have sold it like that. They would have lost bank.
Overestimate yourself, Vistios.
I don't know. I think it's all right. I'm enjoying it. And why you'd compare this to Black Flag, I don't know. That's kind of weird.
It ends here!
Yeah, I think that Origins is better too. I really enjoyed Origins. Even though they do use the same engines, but
Grow.
you want to fight someone in the arena?
I always go with crit damage, and even above that, I do crit or headshot damage. But as far as you know, if you're gonna put crit chance and crit damage, you really have to put both of them in there.
Do you want the best? Do
Because the chance, the higher the chance, you know, the higher the chance you're actually gonna do that damage.
Putting you down!
you guys here? Die!
Oh yeah, look at that. Nathan Gonzalez did sub to me. Yeah, as far as the graphics went, they are supposed to be similar, but yeah, well, if that's the case, then definitely you want to add if you're gonna put crit damage, make sure that you have a lot of stuff with crit chance. So that way you have like the best opportunity to actually land it. Although my crits are actually decent.
It ends here!
Yeah, apparently that was the biggest hater I had. I don't understand why he was so upset just because I'm not playing Red Dead.
What is this? Are you even drunk? We're going to remember that one, aren't we?
Yeah, that dude was so weird.
Grom.
You
Let me see if his 300 seconds are over.
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you.
Nope. His thing still isn't his timeout still isn't over.
More.
Unless I just hit him from the channel. That might be what happened. Like, it's like really funny, like honestly, I get so many people that get like so mad at like things that I do like on my channel and stuff, and I don't understand it. You know, I don't understand why you are letting whatever I'm doing bother you. I didn't know that I was that important to your life. You know, and whereas I used to actually argue with people in the beginning when I first started, now I don't bother arguing with people. I'm just like, whatever, you're nuts. And I'll either, you know, like sometimes I'll remove the comment, or sometimes I'll just, you know, just take it off completely, like block you from the channel. I don't like to do that. I mean, everybody has an opinion and stuff like that, but like some people are just ridiculous, man. Some people are actually looking for a fight. And I'm not, you know, I'm not like a tiny guy, and I'm not, you know, like a fat guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually pretty toned, I'm pretty well built. And, you know, I could do like a lot of damage. You know, like if this person was in the street and you know said something like that to my face, you know, like I don't understand people. People get behind a keyboard and they get tough, you know, it's like nuts. Yeah, you know what? That's why, like, I don't even bother with people like that anymore. It's just like, you know, like I don't. You're not worth my time. You're not worth me, you know, getting all riled up over. You know. And if you don't like what you see, you know, it's like Deadwolf always says. You know, you don't like what you're seeing, leave. Deadwolf's right. Oh my God, 21
Want to fight
million.
someone in the arena?
Holy cow. That's gotta be nuts. That's gotta be nuts. By the time you go to bed all day, you're gonna be like, I earned this rest.
For those of you about to risk your lives,
That's a lot of grinding. What's up, Ross? Hello out there in California. Told you All Day has some good videos. He's got some great builds. I highly recommend you guys check that out. Yeah, that's kind of like what I want to do. I want to wait till Tuesday before I really grind that out. I'll get the 70, but I'm gonna grind out the rest of it or ability points afterwards. I mean, we're probably gonna earn a couple of ability points in the missions anyway. I don't know if they're gonna have new abilities. They might even have new abilities like they did with Origins. But I think for the most part, like I'll save the grinding for then. Yeah, those will probably be sick. Yeah, I remember when Origins, when the DLC was coming out for Origins, everybody was going crazy over that. Everybody was trying to level. Yeah, I'm free aiming. I don't know why I don't use aim assist. Like, somebody else even said, why aren't I using multi-shot in the arena? I don't know. Like 9 times out of 10, like I could actually hit the headshot, but when I get to the boss, especially, like I don't get it. The mercenaries I always get right off the bat.
you want the best. I said, do you want the best?
Maybe.
Grind your eyes out!
There we go. I don't know, the smaller enemies I could take down with no problem. By the time I get to the boss, like, I don't know, I'm off it. And this guy's just making me look bad. There we go. Oh, I said I don't know why. I just, like, I have no problems with these guys, by the time I get to the boss, I don't know. No real reason. I just enjoy using the free aim. Even though I'm pretty sure that the auto aim is probably quicker. I'm pretty good with the free aim. And then I hit that guy in the shoulder. I think part of the reason is because I really... I think part of the reason why I enjoy the free aim is because like so many games just have free aim and I'm just used to it. I'm one-shotting them just because of the build. Like all the stuff that I put into the build and headshot damage and stuff. So it's actually like pretty cool. Like once you get once you get your aim down and you're using like whatever quality gear you have. I actually even I increased all this gear. Oh, I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. When is the sequel coming out? Isn't a sequel coming out this year? This upcoming year? That was a sick game. So not in 2019, you think 2020? I absolutely love that game, man. I should go back and play that again. You think so? That's what a couple of people were saying. That and the next Assassin's Creed.
Here we go.
Yeah, so that way they could fix the stuff up and whatnot. That would be cool. They could decide whether they want to continually go with this RPG thing or go another way. Yeah, if that class action lawsuit doesn't sink Bethesda.
Grub.
Oh, I can see RPG element, but what about choice? Like taking away from the lore and stuff like that. Yeah, Origins definitely breathed new life into the Assassin's Creed series.
Putting you down!
It really did fix a lot of expectations and worry and stuff like that. But then there are some people that are like such Assassin's Creed purists that they don't like Origins at all. They think Origins is completely not an Assassin's Creed game.
Victory!
I can't.
That's true. Yeah, that's the problem that I have. You know, like in order for anything to survive, like it has to adapt, it has to change, it has to be different. That's possible too.
It ends.
That would actually be kind of cool too. A lot of people were complaining, like we had a debate about that earlier in the chat, and like some people were saying it's going to be Japan or it's going to be Rome. And you know, Rome could make some sense, but I know that they've been doing a lot of talking about Asia.
Gross.
You want to fight someone in the arena?
That would be sick. That would actually be sick. I'd play the hell out of that.
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you!
More.
Yeah. No more side scrollers like Chronicles and stuff. Although it wasn't a terrible game, but
I promise.
even having Ezio in it couldn't save it. They're gonna do one set at the dawn of time. That would be funny. It would be Far Cry Primal. Which Far Cry Primal basically is Assassin's Creed. Far Cry Primal dude has eagle vision and everything. And the ancestor of Herc, he was he did the leap of faith.
It ends here.
See, that would be weird though, because they would have to be careful with something like that. Because then basically they could just do with Assassin's Creed, they could just make it, you know, like whatever they want, basically. Like you could go back and forward. And if you could go backwards and forwards, it's kind of like, I don't know. I think that some things will get really confusing. Especially since the lore is already kind of befuddled.
Gross. You want to fight some?
For those of you about to risk your lives, the ground
There you go. Go apply. Go apply to Ubisoft.
I'm putting you down!
Tell them how they could fix this whole mess.
It ends here!
Yeah, right now Ubisoft is the only company that's really looking nice right now. You've got Bethesda messed up. Take it easy all day. Yeah, Bethesda's kind of messed up. Activision is in a lot of trouble. Rockstar, everybody has heard like nightmare stories about Rockstar. Long hours, like crazy overtime that's mandatory. I live in New York. Yeah, Activision messed up, man, with all their that greed that they have. It's madness. All right, that being said, everybody, I'm going to leave the stream now. It's already like 11 o'clock where I'm at. I still haven't eaten. I'm getting kind of hungry. You know, I'll see when the next time I stream is. Maybe next weekend, maybe earlier in the week. Actually, no, definitely Tuesday when we get the new DLC. I'll definitely stream then. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. And like always, thank you for watching.